And hello, hi, and let's introduce myself. My name is Nenad, and as you know me, mostly through my YouTube channel, Sensei Nenad 1978, which is my birth or year of my birth. And I decided to make this video and I chosen this wider camera because I want to demonstrate something and I want you to see me to go left and right. And before I'm going to do anything, I just want to say a couple of things about myself. So I'm 45 years old and I'm practicing karate from when I was 7, almost 40 years in karate. And in Serbia, it was the Shotokan that we were introduced with mostly, and I went through the basics of the Shotokan, and the club where I'm living in the center part of Serbia, Karate Club Takovo, exists more than 50 years. So now, after so many years, and for the last 20 years or 25 years, I am a member of the leadership of this club. Now I'm the president of the club and the chief instructor of the club. And with my team, I'm trying to continue the tradition. So during all these years, I practiced mostly the Shotokan, and I was competing in many variants of Shotokan karate, like World Karate Federation Sports Karate. I was competing in JKA Karate, of course, in SKIF, something like that, Shotokan Karate International Karate. I was involved in Fudokan. If you have heard for Fudokan Karate, it's the new style of Shotokan that was developed by the guy from former Yugoslavia. It was the guy from Serbia, Sensei Jorga, developed this style. So while I was learning karate, I had the opportunity and I was lucky to meet many of the famous instructors, Serbian, Yugoslavian, or European, and even Japanese instructors, because when we were competing, we were traveling a lot, and on every competition we had a little course before the competition where we have met the famous instructors. So I met, for example, Sensei Kaze, Shirai, Enoeda, Ota, Nishiyama. I saw Kawazoe and Kanazawa and something like that. So I just want to say that I have a lot of experience in competition, in training, and a lot of practical and theoretical uh, experience. But after 20 years of practicing, I even wanted to stop training karate. But then I developed a certain will again for training karate because I met then a guy who introduced me into the Kazeha Shotokan-ryu style. And in the next period, I was trying to study this style because, as you know, Kaze Sensei was the original JKA and he was the technical chief instructor of the JKA instructors. But after that, after Nakayama died in 1989, he established World Karate, odnosno Kazeha Shotokan Academy. They say KSKA, or WKSK, something like that. But it's not so important. The important thing is that his way of practicing karate, his principles actually made me stay and continue practicing karate. So, what is the main difference from the outside, the difference between the techniques that I have been doing then and now? There's a little bit of changes in the techniques. Yeah, used to be more, maybe more sharp, maybe more linear in some way, maybe more explosive, but maybe more stiff. Now my techniques are a little bit different. I'm not doing so explosive techniques, even sometimes I really try hard. But now I'm dedicating my time in practice to be softer, so relaxed, soft. I'm not practicing the way that can injure my body, that can injure myself. So this is what I have changed. So when you look at me outside, you can see my techniques are maybe slower, but they are more soft. They are more relaxed. They are more fluent maybe right now. My thinking about Kime has changed during the years. I thought that Kime is maximum power, maximum speed, and maximum explosiveness. But then I realized that Kime is also means that you are relaxed and you are soft, and even if you are not as quick as you should want to be quick, you can, if you react on time, you can be fast. You will finish your technique when it's the proper time, and you can uh, stop your opponent. So this is the outside of my body. But Kazeha style gave me inside many changes. I like to say my software changed. I changed a lot of things about myself, thinking of how I develop my technique. So now I'm not thinking like I'm making my technique strong because I'm strong outside. Now I'm thinking differently because Kazeha style says that we have to find power from the ground. So the contact with the ground and through my body, I'm trying to create this power to have the power created from the ground and then direct the power through my techniques, whether in the Gedambarai or some block or some punch or some leg technique or kick. So this is the main idea. And what Kazeha style meant to me and where are the biggest changes. The first biggest change that I have seen in this Kazeha style was Fudodachi, because Fudodachi actually gave me the opportunity to move lighter, to move with freedom. Zenkutsudachi is static stance, Kokutsu and Kibadachi static stance, but Fudodachi is dynamic stance. So for me, this is dynamic karate. You can move freely all dimensions, all directions. So Fudodachi was the first thing that was for me very heavy to understand. Through Fudodachi, I recognized the ground power. Then I recognized the tandem power or the zero power or the power from the core or from the center. And of course, the breathing techniques. These three things changed me mentally and helped me to go over the level of technique. The level where we talk about concentration, meditation, visualization, prediction of the techniques, and thinking about your body totally different. The level where you don't practice one technique 1,000 times. You practice in your head technique, you visualize your technique, but you execute only once. Like you are thinking about Gedambarai or about Zuki. You are thinking about Zuki. Now I'm thinking about my stance, how I will do Zuki, but I'm not doing Zuki. Now I'm thinking about my muscles, my center core power, about my breathing and everything. And then once I execute the technique just to check out, is it really good like I saw it in my head? So I have my visualization of a very strong technique, and now I'm executing this technique, and now I'm checking, is this technique right or wrong, good or bad? What's the problem? I used to practice 1, 2, 3, 4, thousands of time, this one technique and the another, trying to find the proper one. And in this process, we hurt our elbows, we hurt our muscles, we hurt everything, we injure ourselves. So you have to be mature in order to practice on a higher level of karate. So yes, in the beginning we practice karate that looks to other people very stiff, like we are static, but if we, and most of the people are on this level. This is the problem. Very few can demonstrate the level of karate that is fluent, the level beyond the technique. So this was actually an introduction. And everybody asks me, well, who is your sensei? And which organization do you belong to? So I will say to you, I had many senseis. When I was a boy, I was living in this home city, and I remember the first instructor, the second instructor, and many others who really helped me to develop myself. And yes, once in my head, I had the idea of finding the right sensei and proper sensei. And during some years, I had one sensei. Like, this is my sensei, I follow this sensei. And when you say this is a little bit of a problem. Why? Because then you go into this sensei's lines and margins, and you are following only him. Then you are like this, you don't see left and right. This is good, but this is bad. This can be a problem. So after so many years, I found out that I have a problem. Why? Because any sensei, or me like a sensei, I'm Nenad. I can teach you, I can help you, I can guide you. But the idea of our connection is not that I'm always having your hand in my hand and I'm always the first and I'm always taking you somewhere. The idea is to make you strong so you can be strong outside of the dojo and even if I'm not there. This is the idea, not to keep you with me, not always, not saying you follow me forever, but to give you power and strength and knowledge and everything, so one day you can do it your own way. Because why? Because every one of us has our own style in ourselves. Shotokan means this is the one position and one style, and everybody looks the same. But this guy who is 2 meters long and I'm who are shorter, we cannot be the same. Our techniques are not the same. But Shotokan style is trying to put us in a small box when everybody is doing the same. That's why Kaze-ha Shotokan Ryu Karate Do means that originally it is Shotokan, but Kaze-ha means Kaze-ha, like something is going from inside of myself outside. It means it is my stamp. It is my way of thinking of Shotokan. So it is Kaze-ha Shotokan Ryu. Now my style could be named like Nenad Ha Kaze-ha Shotokan Ryu Karate Do or something like that. You understand what I mean? I'm just saying that after many years of practicing, you are actually your obligation is to go the level beyond technique and to become yourself in these techniques. Not always watching and looking others and copying them, or waiting for the orders, or waiting for somebody to say, is this right or wrong? Because you have to understand and you have to mature yourself and you have to progress on that level that you understand, you feel alone. Is this good or bad? You don't doubt yourself, is it right or wrong? You know it's right. You feel it. And if it's not right, you know what to do. So this is very important. This is very important. So sometimes people, even before their time, they think, okay, now I'm sensei, and they think, oh, I'm sensei, and they act so big, and they have this big ego or something like that. And the other problem is that you have some people who never dare to come to this level to say, I think I can do it now alone. Thank you for helping me. Watch me. Be my mentor. Be my mentor. For me, sensei also means mentor. Understand? So when somebody asks me, who is your sensei? Right now, I cannot say I have one sensei. I have many examples of senseis. I have many teachers. I was learning from the best teachers ever. I learned from the best. So this is my answer. Which organization do you belong? My answer is right now, in the heart, my style is Kaze-ha style. But it is also Shotokan. I do have very big respect to all the other instructors named with their names, from Tanaka Sensei, Shirai Sensei, and Ueda Sensei, and the others, not to mention everybody because I will forget somebody. I respect all of them. I love them. I love to watch Yahara Sensei. Kagawa Sensei is the great sensei also. Naka Sensei is very good sensei. We have our own senseis in Serbia. We have some people who are very good in what they do. I will mention them somewhere in the future, I'm sure. But in my heart, I belong to Kazeha. So I really belong as a person, as an instructor, to Shotokan, World Shotokan Kazeha Academy, which is based in Belgium. And this organization is led by 5 instructors. The leader instructor is Sensei Dirk Henne, and you have there Pascal Petrella, Jean-Paul Delgado, and some others. But I think I belong to them, but I don't have my own organization. I have this club that is have big tradition that exists for 50 years, and my obligation is to continue the tradition and to make this club working and to make this club the center of karate in Serbia, maybe the center of karate in my vision is to make my home city, this karate club, the center of karate in Europe even. So these are my biggest ideas. Okay, this is something about me. I was watching you and you were very interesting for me because you are practicing Kazeha style. And I see that you understand Fudodachi. I see how you stand in your stances, how you do techniques. And your question was exactly on, you sent me this video of you doing certain techniques. And I can only say that the things that you are doing, they are fine, and it's just the beginning of your practice. But I have to say that let's now analyze what you are doing. You are taking a stance. This is your stance, and your stance now is even lower than mine. It's like this. It's lower. But bear in mind that if you go lower, it doesn't mean that your stance is better and then that you feel your stance better. Try thinking about your stance like I'm standing right now in this position. This is stance. This is the stance. This is stance. Or Fudodachi, this is the stance. So this Fudodachi from here, this is stance. This Fudodachi can be like this, can be even like this, can be down. But the important thing about the stance is whether I feel the ground and the contact with the ground. Do I feel my contact with one leg and back leg, and do I feel these muscles working properly, and do I feel the connection between the center to the heels? So this triangle, center, heels, this triangle, I have to feel the connection between here, here, and here. I know that you have seen this because in one period of time, I was I had a connection with the seminars that Sensei Dimitrievich Velibor was doing in Serbia, and I know that you are visiting the same courses, and that's great, and that's great. But for me now, what is important? It's important to understand that Sensei Kazer, Sensei Velibor, or Sensei Nenad, or some other sensei are just there to help you grab something and to go forward. We are not here to grab you and to say this is the only way. Actually, these are Sensei Kazer's words. So, what we are talking about now, you cannot only see with your eyes, you have to feel. So when you have stance, like here, like you were doing, your technique was Teisho, then you were doing Jodan Shuto Barai, and I think it was Shuto. Yes, it was like that. So you did Teisho, Jodan Shuto Barai, and Shuto. So you were doing with your hands. You had stance, and you are doing 1, 2, 3. But just by looking you, I don't see the real connection between hands and legs. I see your stance, it's perfect, but it's static, it's not alive, it's not dynamic, it's not full of energy. So when you see me in this position, now here, and this is position of the stance, you have to understand that I can now move forward, move backwards, I can move to the side, move to this side, I'm ready, I can do, go down, I can jump, I can change, I can move, I can change sides. So this is dynamic stance. This this is stance, dynamic stance. So when you stand here, I'm standing here. Whether I'm standing here, you feel technique. Or I have stance, or down. You understand? This is the connection with the ground. And of course, now the heart rate is going up, the breathing is becoming louder. So, one thing is about the stance, you have to make him, even when you stay, you just stay in position. Don't stay. Put the energy inside. Just make the impression like there is an engine here. So you can move fast, or you can move. Your legs are moving, man. This is very important. Don't stay like you put something here. So how you will do that? This is the big question mark, or the big question mark. How? And this is what training is all about. How to go from this level to this level. How to make static to be dynamic. Is it just repetitions, or is there something else? Understand? So you are like this. Sensei Kaze used to say, it's not technique just here, or Agioki here. Make long, big techniques. So it's not, it's not, it's like you are going to break his hand when he's attacking you. This is the idea. So this is classical Shotokan. Or this is Kazeha style. From the ground up. Demolish the opponent. This is what is important. So when you look at me doing your techniques, because you gave me the idea of techniques, just do it with more body movement. Okay, I know I'm over-exaggerating right now, but put the longer Owaza movements to make big energy, big power. After that, you are going to use less and less movement. But first go from Owaza to Kowaza to Chuwaza. So your techniques are like this. So you have to have a swing. It's not only here. It's because your opponent, he is coming with Oizuki. So it's a big movement from here to there. It's big movement. So don't act like Sensei Kaze. He could do it. I'm not sure I can do it. Doing just here. This is the idea, to do just block like this. But bear in mind, where do we start? So the start is having preparation. It's Kamae. So when he is coming, this is Kamae. This is Kamae, this is Kamae. He is coming, big movement. He is coming, and now I'm doing big block. Big block. Big block. So if I manage to block him, then this is counter-attack. It's not like this. It's not just power from the arm. It's power from the legs and hands here. In this position, my other arm is prepared. Here, here, or here. So if he blocks this, then I'm doing this. If he goes away, I'm coming from him. And I will catch him. This is the practical explanation, the bunkai of this, and this technique. I'm just using your technique. So you can do these techniques from Hanidachi, from Fudodachi, and you can move. And breathing. Breathing is not like this. It's just arms. You have to breathe every time. Stomach. Stomach. This is not moving. Only this is moving. Only stomach. Only stomach. And my legs are tight. Arms relax. And that's why when this is tight, this is coming. This is tight. This is tight. Or if I can do it with movements, block, attack, move back, or I can do it like that. It depends what the opponent is doing. So stance, it has to be dynamic. Breathing, there's breathing. In Shotokan classical, the breathing was like this. Or it wasn't powerful. Now I'm not making the power in my techniques from the muscles. I'm making the power from breathing. So that's why I don't feel any obstacles in my body. I don't feel anything. I can do these techniques as much as you want me to do it. Okay. So when you're doing with your opponent, you had the same. This is your stance, like this. This is your stance. It's too wide and too low. Bring it up a little bit and touch this leg. And when he's coming, then block. When I'm blocking from this position here, block. And if he's here, you're blocking. You don't need to move this leg. This leg is your support. This leg is your support of the power. You can only move this one. This one you don't move. So for the block, this is power. This here, power. From your strike, from this leg. From another strike, if he went away, then you are doing Yoriashi or Tsugiyashi to adjust the distance. Because I saw when you're doing this stance like this, here, it looks very nice. 1, 2, 3, but you cannot really move and you are not dynamic. From here, you have to be here. I can go a little bit down, but I don't need to go down. You can fight in this position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, or you can turn this way, up, down. You can do it. That means you have legs which are alive. In this position, this is static position, and you only feel these muscles, quads. In this karate, you need this and this. Hamstrings and glutes. This is my engine for blocking and punching, or for kicking. When I kick, I'm using this leg, stomach power, and breathing. I can do this or this, or I can move. Like Kaze Sensei used to say, move like a samurai, and cut. Move like a samurai, cut, punch, block, punch, block. If you're doing slow, faster, This is the way I'm thinking right now. So now you feel the sweat. I feel my body working good. I am ready. I have good body, relaxed body. I'm stretching. Everything is fine. My back is fine. My spine is okay. Okay, I'm flexible. Okay, flexible. Okay, but also I have explosiveness. I have contraction. I have focus. I have reaction. As you can see in some other videos of mine. There are some videos from 15 years ago when I was the beginner of the Kazakhstan style. I was doing, when I finished movement, this. And I was yelling too much. I was yelling, and this was the problem. And you think you are strong. No, it's inside. Stomach. Tanden. And then from inside, outside. So when I have techniques, it's like this. And so on and so on. Thank you very much for listening to me. And I'm sorry if I over-exaggerated with some comments towards your style. I didn't mean anything wrong. I hope sincerely that you find this positive and that you got some new ideas. I don't have any ideas of being anybody's sensei. This is what I learned after almost 40 years of practicing. Word sensei, we all meant it is the God, it will be somebody who is going to take us somewhere and solve any of our problems. Now I philosophically think totally different about it, and the proof for that is, that's why I cannot say who is my sensei. And the last person that I was doing business or was training with, and I thought it was sensei, he was sensei, turns out that I got matured enough to understand the real meaning of the word sensei. So yes, we need teachers, we need senseis, we need somebody who is over YouTube going to tell us certain things. We are not alone. We need a team of people. I have a team of people in the club. It's my colleagues. We are doing the club together, but all the kids and all the students in the club are also the part of my team. And that's why I'm very happy. And I don't know all the answers. This is very, for me, philosophically interesting. Why? Because we are now on the same path. Word sensei, for me, 20 years ago, meant something very heavy, because I am somebody who has to lead other people. How can I lead you when you are older than me? For example, you have a family, you have more kids than me, you have more problems than me, and you came into my dojo. How can I be a leader for you? You can be a leader for me. But sensei means for me cooperation. Sensei means for me somebody who attracts everybody together. So now, in this way of thinking, sensei with all the others, we all go forward together. Maybe I'm just the one who is going to make the first step because I have more experience in karate in that way. But I'm not more important than the youngest or the oldest or the weakest. Everybody is equally important in this way. So, thank you for listening. I know it's a bit longer video. I hope you will have patience to listen to every word that I said from the bottom of my heart, because in the next period of time, now after having almost 1,500 people following what I'm doing on to YouTube, now I'm thinking to do something more serious on YouTube. Maybe to do, this is only for you. Now you are the only person who is going to get this link and you are going to listen to this, the only person. Maybe I will make a video where I will tell all of this to all the audience so they can all understand what I'm doing. So take everything you need, take everything what you want from my YouTube channel. Everything is for free of charge. Just continue to practice, and if I can help you, I'm here. Also, there is a proposal for you and the others. You can come to Serbia, come to the center part of Serbia, Gornji Milanovac, Karate Club Takovo. Come here in the center part of Serbia, this is center of Europe, the center of karate in Europe. Stop by, come by, be my guest, and let's practice karate together. Sky is the limit, or there's no limits. Thank you very much.